Peace, infinite waters, diving deep. Once again, we are out here, we're in nature. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. 3 tips to getting over the dark night of your life, of your soul. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? Let's walk around a little bit. I've been getting a lot of questions lately. How to overcome the dark night of your soul. I went through it along my journey. A really testing, troubling time. I was like, what the hell is happening to me? If you have ever experienced the dark night of the soul, it is very uncomfortable. In fact, it almost feels like, yeah, you're gonna die. Thank goodness you don't. Thank goodness you're still alive. A lot of people who experience the dark night of the soul, of your life, usually the brakes stop. Okay, you might experience a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression. You don't really know what's going on. Now, a lot of the times, the dark night of the soul is really a spiritual awakening. Okay, so I'm going to give you the 3 tips to get over the dark night of your life, of your soul, or maybe a day. Okay, the first tip is to surrender. A lot of us, we're so in resistance. Resistance makes stronger. So along my early journey, I was studying and working really hard all the time. And, oh, you see those beautiful flowers over there? I had a wake-up call. The universe was like, knock, knock, Ralph. I said, who's there? The universe said, look, if you don't wake up to the truth of who you are, that you are a human being, no, that you're a spiritual being having a human experience, you're going to really go through a hard time, Ralph. And I didn't want to listen. Okay. I was still in resistance. I still wanted to live a superficial lifestyle which wasn't serving me. Going to environments which didn't bring me anything. Hanging around with people who didn't bring me anything. I didn't want to listen to the wake-up call the universe was sending me. I said, no, even though I'm not 100% happy, I'm going to stick with what I know I'm holding on for dear life. And that's what you're doing right now. You see, if you want to get over the dark night, you got to learn how to surrender to whatever you are going through. It is not negative. Look, we say things are light and things are dark. In essence, they're just the same, just different poles. You want to start embracing your shadow side. And that's what helped me get through the dark night of my soul and my life. I started to embrace the shadow side. In ancient times, in ancient Kemet or Egypt, in ancient Sumer, many wise men and women spent a lot of time in a dark cave, in pitch black, right? Are you still afraid of the dark? Still got the light on? Right? A great exercise, by the way. And that's what helped me. I used to go into the woods sometimes really late at night and just be sleeping with a cat down the road. Did you see me that time? I have no idea. It was pretty fun. A bit chilly, but it's worth it. You learn how to surrender when you embrace the darkness. Darkness is beautiful, just as light is. Look up. Without the darkness, you could not see the stars. Slow motion that side. Why are we afraid of surrendering to the darkness? Because a lot of us say, well, I just want to be positive, Ralph. There is no positive without negative. It's about balance. That's how to get over the dark night of the soul. See, an alchemist is someone who makes the best out of the worst and doesn't allow external events to govern their internal condition. So if you are faced, maybe right now you're going through a troubling time, maybe with a partner, relationship problems, money problems. You don't like yourself. You don't love yourself. You don't even hug yourself. Why? I have no idea. Realize that it's a process, but the more you surrender and realize you have to embrace the totality of who you are. You see, a lot of us, we want to be seen in beautiful robes and flashing lights. That's why we have a problem with the dark night of our life, of our soul, because we're still on just being in the light, being positive. So a practical way around this, which helped me, was to say, okay, you remember years ago when I was growing my hair, making videos, I just let it go. I was surrendering to who I was, and I didn't need to be all dressed up. Wait a minute. Okay. Gotta have fun, baby. Embrace you. Not just the side you want people to see, but I mean the side when you wake up in the morning. You don't like your body? Well, get to know your body. 7-day vegan challenge. Put a load of strawberries in your mouth. So surrender to the process of what you are going through and realize this secret. This too shall pass. What's the second tip for getting over the dark night of your life? Ooh, you got to come into nature, baby. You got to learn that the universe is giving you challenges and experiences to help your evolution. Slow motion that side. I didn't want to hear it. I'm like, why am I going through this? Okay. A lot of us, you might be in a situation right now in your life where you're like questioning, why is this happening to me? Maybe you don't know how you're going to make it to the next day. Things can get really crazy. And that's what was happening for me. Like so much was happening all at once. I was confused. I was like, why me, universe? And the universe was just like, I got a lesson for you, Ralph, because you talk a lot. So here's the test. If you can learn from the experience that the universe is showing to you, you will actually realize what you call the dark night of the soul or the dark night of your life is actually, well, a blessing in disguise. In fact, in becoming your greatest version, the dark night is really the treasure chest, which when you actually learn from that experience, you grow. A lot of people have had turbulent relationships, money issues. They can't find a job. And sometimes you're happy you didn't, because now it leads to something far greater, inner knowing and awareness of the truth of who you are. You see, the dark night, the reason why a lot of people say it's actually the first stage of a spiritual awakening, because you realize you aren't who you think you are. And you're definitely not who your friends think you are, right? You're always going out laughing. No, that's not who you are, because behind closed doors, who are you? You see, you're far greater than you can even comprehend. That's what I realized along my journey. So the troubling, hard times, I'm actually learning from the experiences. I'm taking notes to say, okay, what can I learn more about myself? The universe will always show you what you don't want to see. No slow motion, right? And the third tip to getting over a dark night, apart from holding a really beautiful camera, oh, I like this, is learning to move forward. I'm going to do a whole video about letting go and moving on. Okay. A lot of times it's just a stage. It's just a process. Whatever you're going through is not permanent. The only constant is change. So realize that if you feel the world is against you, no. The world is in favor of your own evolutionary process. So to move on, you need people that are going to move with you. Okay, you want an island. You're not here to do everything by yourself. So when I was coming out of my troubling dark night of the soul, I said, woo, breathing in that good ass prana, baby, and infinite waters began. I wanted to share my experience with the whole world. And now we're just growing like so crazy right now. It's unbelievable. Soon I'm going to be on Oprah. Hey, have a beautiful day. We're out here. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Connect with those who remind you who you are. Infinite waters. Diving deep. Once again, stay well. Stay healthy. Peace. You.